We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the New York Jets. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It's a linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. This is the running back, Powell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. On 1st and 10, Smith. And incomplete to open things up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And getting this just shy of midfield, was spotted at the 49. It'll be a Redskin 1st down as Smith hits Crowder. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Richardson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Whitehead, the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. New York set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
So now 2nd and 10. Tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And bulldozing his way through. And that's complete to Wolford. Through an opening, and there he goes. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 46 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run with Powell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Jonathan Allen, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light rule. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That's good for a Redskin 1st down. Richardson on the reception from Smith.
On.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession.
Hurry up.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Here's Walker over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Powell. And some space here. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Bridgewater now. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And now running right through it. Oh, now he bowls him over. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This one from 46 yards out. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's 3 field goals for him now. But, heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A first carry for NYJ. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Cut back right sideline and down to the 29-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On first down, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Smith. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Hurry up, hurry up. Go Delta.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Bridgewater on first down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Delta. Get set, get set. Find out.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
No, 15. 15. Single receiver. 86 is on the go. 86 is on the go. That's you. Slot.
On first down, it's Smith. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Smith on second down. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no... You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. But he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Oh, he knocks him over. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. Bring your tackle.
And the Jets pressure 2 notches. Down he goes. Xavier Cooper in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
Now a carry for Pirine. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
58, boy, 58, Mike.
The backup Rob Kelly, his first carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Down carry now for Crowell. And running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
Darnold on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Stacy McGee in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They got a chance at a 1st down.
To throw is Darnold, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on first down. Hogan. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Hurry up, here we go.
Again, this is Kelly, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Leopard! Leopard!
Here's Pirone, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That would make fun to watch.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Jets. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell the offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Darnold. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And it's 3rd down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
Darnold. This is brought in by Pryor. 45-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, Darnold. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and goal, one man in the backfield, that's Crowell. On the ground, rolls. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Thomas rolls, taking it in. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tougher for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Santos with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Leopard! Leopard!
Throwing again. Hogan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Hot.
On third down, Hogan. Open man, it's Will Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. This quarterback now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here.
Hey, you got 3. Now let's go. 3-19.
On first down, Hogan. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now P-Ryan. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Hogan. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
They begin with a run by Corral. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Here we go. Watch it now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
All right, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down, Hogan. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a run for the Colorado State grad, Capri Bibbs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now McCoy, his first throw since coming in. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 20 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there, taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, Rawls. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Jets on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing here on third down. Darnold. This is Johnson. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Here's a give to Crowell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Leopard, Leopard.
Faking the give. Darnold looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Terrell Pryor, 57 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he's got to absolutely be sky high right now. The first touchdown pass in the NFL. The first of what should be many, many more. But 57 of them in 2 seasons as a starter at USC. None as sweet as that one right there for Sam Darnold. Hello, NFL. I'm here.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Now here's Johnson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starts with a handoff to P-Ryan. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The passing route complete. It's Quinn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
First carry for the fullback, Aaron Ripkowski. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Leopard, Leopard.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And he's going to be met at about the 43. In on the stop, Kevin Minter.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. He's back to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And now it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time, as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, and it's his 3rd missed field goal of the game, much to the displeasure of this home crowd, some of whom are heading for the turnstiles.
And unfortunately for him, he'll be a hot topic of discussion on talk radio in the week ahead. But I think this goes beyond him. This has really not been the greatest of performances from the top to the bottom.
Now a handoff to Colano. Oh, he pulls him over. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.